Alright, in today's little video, I'm going to make a little short, but hopefully informative enough video to show you guys how to beat the Tier 12 PvE game mode on Insane. Now, I will say none of these builds are my ideas. I have seen them from other people, and I'm just, obviously taking their builds and using it to help other people like my friends, beat this game mode with me. And, I thought I might as well show you guys if you guys have not seen these builds yet. Now, if you're a newer player, and obviously once you get up to this caliber, you're going to want to grind more credits. And we all know that PvE is right now, at least to me, the best way to grind these credits. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get the Yoyoda Mark IIe plus the 76 mil that I'm using, and also the second build here. That's a pretty good support role if you don't want to do the kill challenge to get to the Yoyoda Mark IIe, which I kind of find a little bit it was a little easy, but obviously tedious, because it's the hole that you have to use to get to this blueprint kind of sucks. But another path, which is arguably more expensive, but I've seen people probably use this before, maybe in PvP, but besides the 76 mil. But yeah, this is the set V3 hole with the 2A7 turret and the 76 mil, same thing off the first build here. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you where to get this one. You're gonna go here, Joe Shack. It's gonna be in tier 10 in the holes. You're gonna want to unlock whatever holes you want here at tier 10 first, and then you get to this. Open the folder, get 100 kills. It's not gonna show you the requirement on my screen because I've already done it. Once you get 100 kills, this is free. You pick this up, and then you craft all of this. Same thing with the tier 11 gun here, 76 auto. You're just gonna go ahead and buy the blueprint, craft it, and boom, you have it. Then after that, once you're done, bam, right here, you have this puppy. Now, you can do this one by doing the 100 kill challenge with that stinky poo-poo tier 10 hole, or you can go ahead and spend even more to get this. Now, it's really depending on, if you already have this stuff, then you can build this, obviously. But if you don't, this will probably be the better way, more cheaper route, in my opinion, I guess you could say. But it is going to take a little bit longer if you don't have, obviously any of this stuff readily available. And if you're a new player, you're not going to have any of this stuff ready available, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good build, very tanky. 76 mil, you might be questioning it. It's really fast rate of fire. Can deal with Terminators like nothing. Deal with Pumas like nothing. Pretty much all the other AI tanks that they send out, you can deal with them pretty easily. It just takes time to figure out where their weak spots are at, and just to kind of figure out where to hit them. But in my experience so far, this thing is pretty unkillable. Probably died at least maybe once or twice so far, and that's because AI love to bullshit you with their ATGMs, and I mean they love to bullshit you with your ATGMs. They've done it twice on this thing, and they've done it maybe 4 times on this thing, and I've had no problems with it. After about like maybe 5 runs in, they started blasting me in the weirdest spots to take me out. My friend that I helped build the same thing here for him, they're also getting bullshitted randomly by ATGM fire. But yeah, I mean, these are the 2 main builds that I've seen that people have used effectively. Now, there might be different builds out there that are probably way better, or a little more efficient. But this one here, this one especially, has worked out a lot. Like 100% of the times, every time I'm in a lobby with people, we will win this because of this one, literally this one whole build. You can just solo a whole lane. You can even solo 2 to 3 lanes if you're, that crazy enough. Like, this thing is that good. Now, you don't have to do this whole, I guess you can say, cheese build. You can go as a purist, right? Bring off full Abrams if you want. But if you're looking to just grind the event for, the credits, this is the build to do it with 1, maybe 2 friends. You can have a whole lobby if you want to. I've done this with 1 friend, and let me tell you, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. Now, I don't know if they're gonna, come out with a patch or an update to make the PvE game more harder, or to, put nerfs on anything. But, now's the time to start grinding credits, and obviously, we all know playing this game for hours on end, doing the PvP, and trying to grind a whole bunch of credits to get new stuff is a pain in the ass. Well, thankfully, the devs blessed us with the new update, and now we can just grind a shit ton of credits like how I've done and how probably other people have done. And you guys might be wondering too, how do I effectively take out these damn Terminators if you haven't really played too much, or if you haven't really seen any of these things before in PvP. I love to shoot these guys in their ATGMs before they, obviously waste them. So before they waste them, you want to shoot an ATGM spot here, because unlike War Thunder, these blow up and they will absolutely just kill the Terminators, and that's one of the most reliable spots I like to shoot at. Now, you don't have to shoot there. You can obviously lower front plate them, shoot them in the side, take out their ammo, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff, right? You can do that, or you can also shoot them what I like to call the little neck fat they got here, and I like to just kind of pop, try to pop the crew members, or sometimes you get lucky, you can shoot their little, like external ammo belt here. If I can find it on the X-ray, where is it? You might have seen it earlier, but yeah, it's somewhere around there. But that's where I like to shoot at these guys. Same thing with the Puma. The Puma, you can blast them in their ATGM launcher, and they'll just blow up and die. Now, you guys probably have experienced the Puma Spall Liner, or the Puma's, absolutely tremendous armor protection, at least with, against AI. Because, oh man, these things just refuse to die. So, honestly, there's really no way to explain where to shoot them on the whole. You kind of just shoot them and knock their crew out, one by one if you could. Or maybe sometimes you might get lucky and just take them out, with one hit. But, reliably enough, this is where I like to aim. Before they obviously waste the ATGMs, I like to shoot them there, they blow up, die all the same way. And yeah, before I forget, I'm also going to try to cover the Bravo as well real fast. So, I like to just aim for their, frontal drive sprocket, or track sprocket, roll wheel, whatever you want to call it, right? So you aim here, usually both ends. You might be able to one-shot them sometimes, take out the crew with one hit, if they're around spalls. From the side, generally I like to shoot out their engine somewhere between, I want to say between these two armor panels. There's a little sweet spot. And now I don't know if it's the ammo rack, or just because you can take out both turret crew members, like, with one shot. Usually it's somewhere in between this area. You can just one tap them, which is really nice. Maybe if not in between there, a little bit further behind. But sometimes I like to just hit between, like I said, right here on their little track sprocket, drive sprocket, whatever you want to call it. And if I get their sight on, just generally aim for the engine, take them out, and then right here in between these little armor panels. Now, if you're facing them from the front, that's a different story. With the 76 mil, I just like to aim in between their turret and their hull, so basically their turret ring. Take them out there, take out their gunner and their commander one by one here, and then you obviously get the chance to come around, take out the driver, aim here, kill the driver, blah blah blah. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now for all the other holes, the K2, the Leopard, ammo rack, same thing with the T90. T90, I think it was the M that they use. Yeah, T90M that they use. Lower front plate, or just shoot them from the side, take out the ERA to get to the ammo carousel. And for the Abrams, which they use a tier 10 one here, shoot them in the side. I like to also shoot them, like I said, in their little road wheel here. Just basically try to crew knock them or get a one tap if possible. And other than that, it's pretty easy to kill these AI tanks. The only real big threats that you're going to deal with, in my opinion, are the Terminators and Pumas, just because they're kind of annoying. Actually, not kind of, very annoying with their autocannons and ATGM spam. So, now that I've already covered that on how to do those, little weak points on how to take them out effectively, if you can't really, obviously shoot them in the lower front plate or anything like that, shoot the ATGMs on both platforms. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really hope it was informative for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns about it. I'll also try to get out some MTC content for the people who are asking about the, tanks I should review or that I should play. And if you guys want to see me do any more CTS content, please let that be known. I will happily play this game and, play PvP, play PvE, do more guides, or just, honestly just force around. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.